Hi everyone, it's Kay. This is a follow-up for the Infernal Skitterbots Occultist. In this video, I'll go over a high-end build that uses Forbidden Shackle, a low-budget build with defensive classes, and some ideas for league starting with Infernal Skitterbots. I'm just going over the key features of the builds in the video, so please check the POVs for more details. For this high-end version, the Skitterbots are in a shackle with level 35 Infernal Legion, which gives about 3 times more base damage than a level 24 gem. I also swapped the staff to Earender's Embrace to get covered in ash and moved Balskellies into a scepter. Overall, the Skitterbots have about 3 times more burning damage. It makes mapping even faster, and they can handle map bosses pretty well too. But it's still not enough damage for endgame bosses like Minol.
That stretches the sanity of the mind.
Next, I also tested an idea for a low-cost mapping build that's a little more defensive. The Skitterbots are 16th in a corrupted Dialas with +2 to AoE. The Skellies are in the 16th Females of the Saints. And the curses have been swapped to Temp Chains and Enfeeble. The Skitterbots are linked with Meat Shield to keep them close to my character, so I could benefit from the defensive cast auras. Unfortunately, the damage from 16th Skellies is pretty low, so killing bosses will still be slow. But Profane Bloom can kill bosses if you are lucky.
Cast yourself into oblivion.
Lastly, if you're wondering about League starting with Infernal Skitterbots, it's probably a bad idea. Even though map clearing will be pretty quick, the bosses will take too long to kill, especially when you get into yellow and red maps. But falling Skitterbots are definitely usable for speeding up the acts. White mobs melt while you run past, and you don't need a Sovereignty cluster. And all the rares and act bosses are easy enough with falling Skellies or SIS. Overall, 16th Infernal Skitterbots is definitely a fun meme build. On a high budget, they will easily clear maps, and it's still decent even with a low budget. But they don't do enough damage to kill bosses quickly. They also use all your mana reserve, so you can't run any auras. As always, A big thank you to my patrons for your ongoing support. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this follow-up video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, bye!